What's going on, everybody? Raven here with another inline skating vlog. This one's going to be entirely dedicated to speed management and the methods that I most prefer. The point here is not going to be about overanalyzing or going into significant detail, but rather touching on bullet points and just explaining what I'm doing. At this point in the video, I'm warming up in a nearby parking lot, just rolling backwards, doing some drag stops, warming up the legs. So that was a right turning power stop and followed up by a left turn power stop. Something you'll notice throughout my videos is my obsessive compulsive need to do everything both ways. Like right here I'm doing fakey drag stops because I truly believe that if you learn a trick or a stop, whatever, learn it the other way, because at one point or another you're gonna have to turn to the right or roll backwards and look over the opposite shoulder. And as you can see there, I was sliding with both feet. Not a position you typically find yourself in, but if you are going backwards, that's the way to do it. Not really much to be said there aside from try not to keep the sliding foot perfectly perpendicular to the other one, because if you do, your body will naturally want to continue turning, and if you're going forwards, that results in you twisting around and rolling fakie, which isn't always a bad thing, but typically you don't want that to happen. So just a word of warning. And now I've worked my way up onto a parking garage, just kind of messing around, still warming up. And drag to power stop, Bill Stoppard-esque style. Not as clean, but and that right there was a demonstration of how not to jump with skates. And another power stop. Yeah, if you're not familiar with Bill Stoppard's YouTube channel, look him up, because he has some really great vlogs. This is just some really awkwardly done but still effective slaloming down that incline. I'm a big fan of slaloming for speed control, just because you're working everything evenly. Again, it's all about symmetry and wearing down the inside and outside edge of all your wheels simultaneously. And in case you're wondering, those are Power Slide Imperial Basics. Fantastic skates, especially for the price, with I forget what kind of bearings. They have undercover Niclomax 88A wheels, I want to say. One of my favorite, I will say actually my absolute favorite free skate setup. It's no secret that I prefer 4x80 over 3x110 or 125, just for the maneuverability and overall aesthetics of it. I mean, red and black, come on. Okay, I'm not sure why I left this segment of the skate in the video, other than to, I guess, just tie things together, but I'm skating over to a local neighborhood that has some really smooth streets with almost no traffic to deal with, so I can better demonstrate these sliding and speed management maneuvers. Okay, so first of the bunch is going to be a soul slide. And this is a handy technique for learning how to do magic slides. Well, actually, I guess first I'm doing some unilateral slaloming there. But yeah, the soul slide. Okay, there we go. That's a soul slide. What you'll want to do when learning soul slides is become proficient with keeping your weight all on one leg, because when you first go into that slide, you'll want at least 80% of your weight on the trailing leg. Apologies for that shaky ass filming, that was terrible. Yeah, you want to push out through the heel and just very gently at first apply pressure to that foot, and as you can, depending on the surface that you're on, you can respond accordingly. So in this case, yeah, I'm trying to do it switch and kind of failing, but you point your toe in, push out through the heel, and it's like a reverse drag stop. It's a push stop. And when you first start learning magic slides, that's the way you'll want to go about it, is push through that front leg and then twist your torso and then slide on the back leg. But again, that's not what I'm covering here. This is all about speed management, not fancy slides and stopping maneuvers. This is a plow stop. Although it doesn't look like I'm doing much, what's happening here is I'm pushing out through both heels, just like with the soul slide, and doing a sort of pigeon toe stance where my feet want to go inwards, but I'm forcibly pushing out through the heels, and that's what's slowing me down. As you can probably tell in the video, it significantly slowed me down as I skated through that alleyway. And up to a certain speed, it's very effective, and one of my favorite slowing, not sure what I want to call this, but yeah, just speed management techniques. And as I go around this curve, I believe this is more slalom. Yep. So, same kind of deal. As I turn to the right, I have my right leg leading and vice versa, just to make things a little bit easier. Try not to keep your feet perfectly parallel with each other. And yeah, push out through the heels, lean back, not real far back, and have a low center of gravity. I can't stress that last part enough. Always keep a low center of gravity when first learning these, and really anytime you do an aggressive stop, you want to be low to the ground just in case things go awry. As you can see there, that was just more slalom, followed by a couple drag stops. Trying to give different angles so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, and at this point, I think I do a, grass roll. It's something that we all do. No need to act like we don't. It's definitely not, oh, I almost fell there. Not good for your bearings, but in a pinch, if it's a life or death scenario, rolling through the grass is a preferable outcome, you know, damaging your bearings as opposed to cracking your skull open. So, since I was covering everything, I had to throw that in there. The human sail, that's another good one, especially if you're skating against the wind like I was here. Just stand up, make yourself as wide as possible. It helps. Here's the local neighborhood water retention pond in all its glory. I totally lost a frisbee in there a few years ago. Stupid pond. And yeah, I think at this point in the video I've exhausted all my main stopping, slowing maneuvers, so that pretty much wraps things up. I'm gonna let the video play out to the end. Not much else to say. Oh, at the very end of the video I have some footage from the roller rink, and as goofy as it may sound, I do like going to the rink. I try to go once a week just to practice my skating drills. If you have a roller rink nearby and they have like an adult night, you don't have to worry about tripping over kids. You can just practice your agility and your responsiveness. Say someone falls in front of you, do you jump, do you stop, do you go around them? So it's good practice. Otherwise, I hope you guys found this video informative, if not at the very least entertaining. And as you can see right there, when I executed that really crappy drag to power stop, I had to roll around backwards. Oh yeah, some obligatory Pokemon Go. Don't judge me. As you can see, it was necessary for me to roll backwards, and that's something that people have to come to terms with. I've seen so many skaters that are extremely proficient in so many ways except being able to roll fakie, which surprises me, because being able to roll backwards is pretty damn important if you ask me. There have been many times where I've had to spin around from tripping on something or executing a shitty slide like that. So definitely something worth practicing. Rolling backwards, looking over both shoulders, anticipating what to do in any given scenario. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this vlog. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. Later.